So we touched on a couple key points, but the last one I want to talk about is being inclusive to your non-bilingual coworkers. There's a lot of frustration that can arise and some conflict that comes along the way with one person speaking primarily English and one person being bilingual. And the funny part is that both sides see the same thing just through different lenses. They both see discrimination and they both feel uncomfortable. They feel uncomfortable because one thinks that they're talking about them in a wrong way in another language. The other one is uncomfortable because they have to go from speaking their native language to primarily speaking English, and that's not what they're used to on a daily basis. And they both feel discrimination. One feels like, well, if they talk in a different language, I won't understand them. They can say mean, nasty things about me, or they can make fun of me because I'm not bilingual. But the other person feels discriminated because they're like, well, you feel like your language is better than mine. And that's where we need to just communicate. Throughout this whole project, I realized that communication is the number one thing. If we were just to take the two co-workers and put them in a room and have them talk and explain how they're feeling, they would probably see through each other's eyes that, wow, I feel the same way, just I view it a little differently. And wow, I feel the same way. I just view it a little differently as well. The big thing is that we need to establish the English only rules. And in 2007, SHRM actually reported Article 7 stating that it protects employees from national origin discrimination, and therefore employees are allowed to speak their native language, but they also need to incorporate the other coworkers. They need to be more acceptable to change, but the coworkers that feel discrimination from someone being bilingual need to be a little more accepting to change as well. That's when a leader needs to step in, a boss, and we just need to hold each other accountable. If we can say, hey, how are you feeling about this? Or what's your perspective about this? It would solve a lot of the issues. We would come together and we would be a little bit more understanding of one another.